Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. My name is Tom, and this is episode number 81. In today's episode, we are going to be automating 120 super magnetic ring. This is part 7 in the mini series. So with that said, guys, let's get started with episode 81. Okay guys, I did quite a bit of prep work off camera for this episode. I will take you on a little tour of what I did, and then we'll get busy automating the 120 super magnetic rings. So let's go and take a tour. So off camera, I set up these sulfuric acid extractors, and they're going through automatic pilers to be proliferated and into the ILS. So I got one here and I got one over here. And so the sulfuric acid is being shipped back to Merrick 4, which is going to help produce the titanium alloys, and the titanium alloys into the deuterium fuel rods. So if I bring up the stats panel and I go over to entire star cluster, you can see we're automating these wonderful deuterium fuel rods. We're producing 65.8, so our production is pretty good. So if I do 1 second here, yeah, so we're producing, well, we'll let this sit here, but hopefully this number here will jump up a bit more. But yeah, we got the sulfuric acid to help produce these, so I'm not too worried about that. So that is all set, and then I also set down all these solar panels. So if I do a Control C, because I laid down all these solar panels, and so if I highlight this, you'll see how many I got here. It's quite a bit. Okay, so I got a total of 12,654 solar panels here. This is going to help charge my accumulators. Now, it's definitely not enough to charge the accumulators at a max 45 megawatts for all of the energy exchangers, but it is enough to charge my accumulators at a pretty quick rate. And if I go over to this ILS over here, you can see that I have a full stock of 10,000 accumulators to be shipped across different star systems, so we are looking pretty good. Also, I want to set up a Dyson swarm around this star, and then I can put ray receivers down here to also help produce energy for these energy exchangers. So yeah, that is the goal for this star system. That's what I did off the episode. I did some other things off the episode as well, and I'm going to show you that. So we're going to leave this planet and head over to the Eel Crab star system. And we're going to automate 120 super magnetic rings. I'm going to set my indicator, and we are going to warp. Okay, it's about 8.3 light years away, and we'll begin warping. In the meantime, I will resume research. I did queue up all of the research under the upgrades panel. And besides the one that require gravity matrix, or is that universe matrix, and some of the infinity researches, obviously I can't do those right now. But those are the 4 remaining researches in that category. And here we are approaching our planet. Okay, and so I did a lot of prep work here. And so I'm going to show that to you. So what I did is I laid down, let me bring this up real quick. So let me see, we want per second. So we want 120. Okay, so I laid down off of episode 320 assembly machines producing 480 electric motors a second. I also laid down the electromagnetic turbines, 160 of those producing 240 electromagnetic turbines a second. And all we have to do is do 120 super magnetic rings a second. That's all that's left here. And so let me show you how many arrays I had to lay down. And I thought I would do this behind screen because this would have taken like 15 to 20 minutes to lay down all of these arrays. And guys, it stretches way out here, right? This is the turbines. And these are the electric motors. They go all the way across the planet and almost to the end here. And so all of this, guys, all of these arrays of components are all meant for the super magnetic rings 120 a second. So yeah, I'm happy to be ending this mini series here. So let's do that. Let's end it. Let's achieve the goal I set out. And yeah, I'm going to be pretty excited. So we need 120 of these and we got 20 here. So I will do a Control C and I'm going to copy this and a Control V. And I'm going to paste it like this. And what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to trim back this belt and place a splitter here. And I need to adjust these Tesla towers so that I can place a box on top of that splitter. Okay. So I'll put that there. I'll set a limit to 1, and then I will place down a LD. I will call in the proliferator request. Okay, like that, and then I can belt in the proliferator. Perfect. Okay. So now we need to trim this belt back, and I'll place those proliferator in there. Okay, so we have 20, we have 40, and then I'll do Control C, Control V. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to look over this real quickly here. All right, so 120 machines. If I do 1 belt, that's 30 machines. Okay. I actually want to redo this build, actually. Now that I think about it. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, because I want to readjust this build here. Because we could do 30 instead of 20. That's what I want to do. So I am going to remove that product in the PLS. Okay, and I will store it in here. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to delete this. Okay, and we should be able to do 30 of these. So I'm going to extend these belts here. Okay. That's 26. 26, and we'll keep extending the belt. Okay, and that's 27, 28, 29, and 30. Sweet. And then I can place down the Tesla towers here. And they have power, and then I can trim back the belts. Excellent. And then I can stick that remaining product in these assembly machines. Maybe I can place them in here. Man, they're already full. Okay. All right, and I will copy those over real quick. Okay. And then let's adjust the proliferator for this again. Like that. And I want to get rid of this belt. Like this. And then I can copy and paste this over. Okay. And connect that belt, and then I can place any of the proliferator in there, like that. All right, so that is 30 there. And so, yeah, I can copy this and paste it down, and that is 60. And then I can place these in here. And then I can grab these components and materials as well. And quickly place those in here. Like that. Excellent. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. How many arrays are we gonna need? I don't know. All right, got 30, 60, and this is 90. And let's grab some PLS. We'll do like 3 of them. And I'm going to bring up the Factorial Lab, and I need, let's refresh this. Items, so I need 120. Okay, so it's only 4 arrays, because that's 30, 60, 90, 100, 110, 120. Okay. So yeah, excellent. Well, that's easy, guys. Yeah, there it is. This is the final array. Control V. I'll paste that down right here. And we're missing a splitter. I'll bring some of those out like that. Okay. There it is, 120 super magnetic rings. Man, I never imagined this taking up so much resources and so much time. I just didn't think 7 episodes of this, but lesson learned, maybe start a little bit smaller, you know? So yeah, that is it, guys. That is the mini series of 120 super magnetic rings. I did achieve my goal with a little bit of pain and suffering along the way, but it was well worth it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 arrays producing super magnetic rings. And if I fly up here to the North Pole, you can see that I have the super magnetic rings, the turbines, and the electric motors all stored up in this ILS to be shipped off to different planets or star systems, wherever I may need them. So awesome. This is great. And so what I am going to do with the remaining episode is I want to do a Dyson swarm around Elo Crab so that we get more power in the system. And I am going to go to the Dyson sphere, and I don't want to do Dyson sphere yet. I want to hold off until we start automating rockets, and I want to do, I think I can edit this orbit here. Yeah, so I want a really large orbit. So that means more solar sails in an orbit, and that means more power. And yeah, that looks good to me. And then where do I want to place the EM rail ejectors? That's a good question. I think we could... place them right here. Like this. And we would need to call in some solar sails. I will wait before I do that. I do want to set down a few EM rail ejectors for spacing reasons. So I can do one here and one here so I can follow the grid. Okay. Excellent. And then I could come out with I could do something like this. I just have to readjust the rail ejectors to something like this, I think. And I want to set this to 1. And then a sorter. Paste that there, and then I need to get power in here. Like this. Okay. And we could place one right here. And I can actually readjust this. Like that. And then I can call in the solar sails, although I don't think I have them in the ILS. Okay, yeah, I don't have them in the ILS quite yet, so we'll have to fly back to Merrick 4 to get those into the ILS to be shipped across different star system. That also means that we're going to be demanding a lot of those components and materials to automate this, so we're going to have to scale up these builds of the solar sails. So I'm going to do a local demand for the warpers, and then I can copy this over here, paste, and paste. And do I not have any more left in here? I do not. Well, that's all right. We need to head back to Merrick 4 anyways to get the sails into the system. And so I am going to head to... No, that's Marcab. I want to go to Merrick. Yes. Okay, excellent. Oh, I also changed... I made a second path for solar sails to a greater radius so that I could get more solar sails in the orbit. So if you're wondering why this is, I did that off camera as well. And I'm going to do the same thing here in the Elocraft star system. One of the viewers here suggested that I would start, or that I should put solar sails around every single star system, which I think it's a great idea because it's just another source of power I could draw from outside of the accumulators. Also, apparently there is another really strong power source called artificial stars or suns or something like that. That's a future tech that I can also look into. So I'm pretty excited to get into that eventually. And I think Merrick 4 is behind this gas giant. It is. Here we are. All right, and let's get these solar sails into system. I think this is all going to be deleted here. We are no longer using this. I can place a ILS here. And then I can request solar sails over here. I could do a local demand. Put some of these guys in here. Okay. And we could demand some of these space warpers. Like that. Okay. And then we obviously need to give this some power, so let's do that. Okay, excellent. All right, so, and then it's set at remote supply. That looks good. And so now we can head back to... Where are we going? We are going to the Elocraft star system, which is right here. All right, indicator is set, and now I can warp. Okay. And here we go to the Elocraft star system. Now guys, I do apologize for not getting episodes out a bit quicker. This week has just been absolutely bonkers at work. And so I'm working a lot of overtime and catching up on work for all the days I missed with the wisdom tooth extraction and staying at home. So yeah, pretty busy, but I'm determined to get these episodes out to you guys. So I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Okay, and here we are. All right, and sweet. Oh, I see the issue here. And my Tesla towers are not getting power to the sorters. So let's readjust that. There we go. Okay, and that looks good. And I can extend this belt out quite a bit. Oh no, I forgot to get the EM rail ejectors. I think I could call those in here. Fingers crossed. Okay, thank goodness. All right, so they're gonna go grab 1,000 of those and just drop those off. That looks pretty good to me. In the meantime, we can extend the belts. Okay, I think it comes all the way to this point here. Okay, well, we could actually just come around in a circle, like a full circle. So we could do something like this. Yes, I think that's going to work. And we can connect the belts. Like this. That will work. Like this. Perfect. Okay, guys, now we can grab these rail ejectors and then we can paste these down. And we can hopefully give this some power. Oh yeah, guys. This is awesome. Okay. I still kind of feel sad that they don't have any sound effects. I hope they add them. Okay. And I'm going, like I said, guys, I'm going to do this for all of the star systems that I am, that I have factories at. And I'm wondering how many megawatts or gigawatts I can actually get out of a swarm. I'm kind of intrigued. Okay, and obviously we're doing no research, but we're going to queue up a bunch of research in the next episode. We'll go over the remaining tech. And in this playthrough, guys, we are going to be building a Dyson sphere. That is the objective. The objective is not mission complete. Nope. Nope, we're going to build a Dyson sphere. And once that Dyson sphere is completed, then that is the end of the series. But I want to do a really big Dyson sphere, though. Not something small. I want to do something grand, you know? So that is my goal. And there we have it, guys. Solar sails are in the Eel Crab system here. Finally, another source of power that we can draw from. But we got to make sure that we are producing all the solar sails we need. Okay? And so if I do entire star cluster and I look up the solar sails, we can see what the demand is. And yeah, we have a production of 1,800. Our consumption is just a little bit below that, but we're going to be, again, guys, we're going to be adding these to all our star systems. That's what we're going to do in the next episode as well. And yeah, this is going to, the consumption is going to jump up quite a bit. And yeah, and we're going to have to produce even more solar sails. Oh, but this is so beautiful, guys. Look at this. Oh, this is so cool. I love it. Okay, and we're on our quest to also, we are on our quest to also automate the carrier rockets so we can begin our Dyson sphere as well. So guys, that is the episode. Guys, that is the episode. Thank you for joining me in episode number 81. Again, I know I haven't been making videos every day. That's just because work has been very demanding on me and I just don't have time to make these videos, but I will do my best to get these out to you guys. So thank you so much for your patience. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This concludes the mini series on 120 super magnetic rings. I did it, guys, and I delivered, and I hope you enjoyed it. With that said, guys, we'll see you in episode number 82, where we continue to go to our star systems to add a Dyson swarm around each star system, enabling us to draw from different power sources so that we're not dependent on deuterium fuel rods or accumulators. We can be dependent on all three of them. So you guys have a good day there, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye.